back to my channel. My name is Chidinma Paul. I'm a YouTuber based in Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. Welcome back to my channel once more. This channel is about finance, lifestyle, motherhood, and what have you. So today, on today's episode, on today's video, we are going to be talking finance. We're going to be talking about, as the year is running out, 2021 is coming to an end. I want us to talk about some of the bad habits we have been practicing over the years that we should make conscious effort not to enter 2022 with it. So the title of this video, I think, is going to be Bad Money Habits We Need to Avoid in 2022. I think that's going to be the title of this video. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into it. So guys, you know how money is. You have to be very intentional about it before you can get it wrong. Nobody knows all these things. Nobody, have it 100% figure out. Sometimes we see ourselves, even people that think that they are guru in finance, they see themselves making one or two of these mistakes that I'm going to mention right now. Bad money habits, and there are some good money habits. So when we finish in another video, we're going to talk about good money habits we need to embrace, carry along into 2022. These are the things you don't need to leave behind. If you have been doing it, carry go. If you've not been doing it, we'll make conscious efforts to start doing them. So but on today's video, we are going to be talking about bad money habits that we need to avoid in 2021. If you have been doing it in 2020, 2021, this 2022, we are going to enter, or we are going to enter in a matter of days. Please try as much as possible not to make these mistakes. Try as much as possible to be intentional about your finance this year. Even me, as I'm talking, I'm also talking to myself. This year, coming 2022, by the grace of God, my finance, I'm going to be on top of my game in terms of my finance, how to save and all that. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into it. Number one bad money habits we need to avoid in 2022 is impulse buying. Guys, impulse buying, we can't stress it enough. Most times we buy things that we don't plan for, things that we don't really need. It's not all about planning. There are some things we buy we don't really need. For instance, a lady, you might have black bag, you have blue bag, you have black bag, you have brown, you have red. And what do you still need red bag again for? What do you still need black bag again? So people have 10 set of watches. What are you wearing? What are you keeping 10 watches? There are some people that all these things are meant for. Some of these celebrities you see wearing all these things, they don't buy it. People give it to them. They give it, all these manufacturers, all the companies that these things sell these things, they give it to them so that they can be doing marketing for them, so that they can be influencing their sales. So you, that is an ordinary person that is trying to be up there in terms of your finance, what do you need 10 wristwatches for? What do you need 10 handbags for? What do you need 50 pairs of shoes? It's not necessary. If you're still planning on getting up there in your finance, you have to be very intentional what you buy and what you don't buy. And you don't do, each time you see something in the market, or you came to buy food stuff, you just see some people selling bags, you just divert to bags and buy bags instead of buying the food stuff you came for. That is what is impulse buying. Something that just move you. You didn't plan for it. Maybe leaving your house for in that very day, you did not plan of getting a shoe, but for the fact that you were passing and you saw one fine shoe, and you have other things you have in your scale of preference. There's so many things you have on your list that you need to get done. Shoes, buying shoe might not be one of it. Even if buying shoe is one of it, maybe it's at the tail end of the list. So why do you just jump into the supermarket or into a shoe shop and buy shoe when you did not plan for it? So that's what we call impulse buying. Please, in this 2022, let's avoid impulse buying. Let's buy things based on what we need, not what we want. Let's not buy things because it's so flashy, it just enter our eyes and we decided not to, we can't fight it, we decided to succumb and buy it. Sometimes when you buy all this impulse buying and you get to the house, you start blaming yourself. If you can tell ourselves this truth, it happens to me, it happens to so many other people. When they buy things on impulse, once they get to their houses, they start regretting, why did I even buy this thing? You'll be asking yourself, you don't really need it. And I told myself that I've gotten to a place in my life that I don't just buy shoe because I see one fine shoe. If I'm buying anything now, I should plan for it. I should know that, oh, I'm due for a new shoe, I'm due for a brown bag, I'm due for, another wristwatch, and I'm due for another hair, I'm due for this, I'm due for that. It's not about, oh, you just enter one market or you enter one boutique. Maybe you plan on getting a maybe you enter one boutique to get one thing that you really need. On getting there, you now saw very nice things, very nice wares, very nice shoes, very nice things. You started buying them. No, it doesn't work that way. So in this 2022 that we're entering, let's try as much as we can to avoid impulse buying. Another thing on our list that we should avoid in this 2022 is shopping for status. Shopping for status. This one is a very, very bad money habit. How can you be buying things because you want to belong, you want to show off that you are rich, you have arrived? It doesn't work that way. So in this 2022 that we're entering in less than how many days now, please let's try and be very mindful of shopping for status. Like some people have iPhone 12. Immediately they heard, maybe they just got the iPhone 12. It's very brand new iPhone 12. Immediately they heard that iPhone 13 is out. Oh my God. Nowhere to contact them again. They want to get that iPhone 12 so that when people see them, they will know that they have arrived. People will know that these ones, they have really, 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 really arrived. Please, in this 2022 that we're entering, please let's try as much as possible not to shop because of status. Let's stop and limit our shopping for status. It doesn't help anybody financially. These are the things that drag people into financial distress, into financial doom. When you are shopping for status, it's not like you need this thing or you can really, really afford it. Yes, so people are buying iPhone. I'm not saying that buying iPhone 12, like I use it as an instance, is bad. I'm not saying it's not good to buy your iPhone 12. Some people, the money they use to buy iPhone 12, some people, to them, it's like buying granules. It's nothing to them. But you that is still coming up, you have other things that you need to do. Some of these people you see having an iPhone 12, carrying it all about, they have landed properties. They are living in their own houses. They have their own cars. They have their own business, or their work is they have a very secure job, and they have gotten themselves to that level that they can buy iPhone 12 or iPhone 13 without feeling it. But you that is still coming up, you don't even have an empty land to your name. You don't even have any asset, any meaningful asset, no meaningful investment, no meaningful savings. You just gather all your life savings and you go and put it and pay and collect iPhone 13. That's what I'm talking about. That is shopping for status. Because the reason why you are buying it is not because you have the money or because financially you are balanced to get that iPhone 12. Why you are buying it is for status. You want people to see you, you want people to value you. They say fake it until you make it. So my brother, my sister, it doesn't work most times. If you want to build yourself financially, you have to fake it until you make it on your own level. Yes, faking it till you make it get level. If you ask me, there's a level to all these things. So if you are faking it, you don't have to go and gather all your life savings, all your investments, sell it off and use it to buy iPhone 13 because you want to belong there. So that is one bad money habit we need to avoid in 2022, shopping for status. Another one we have to avoid in 2022 is living above our means. Oh, so many people are so guilty of this. Please, that's why you need to have little knowledge of accounting and finance. Know what you are earning every month, whether you're a businessman, a businesswoman, a working class man, a working class lady. Know what you earn every month and try to cut your coat according to your clothes. Spend money based on what you're earning. If it's possible, live. If you're earning 300,000 a month, live like somebody is earning 150. I'm telling you, it will help you a lot. In this 2022, you don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. Once they pay you your salary, you are finished it. Before the middle of the month, you are as broke as anything. So please, in this 2022 that we're entering, avoid living above your means. Cut your coat according to your size. You can't tell me you are earning 200,000 a month and you are living in a house that is as expensive as 1 million a year. It doesn't make sense. That's why most times they give you pay slip in the office. Some people don't read through it. When they give you the payment, they give you pay slip as they are paying you. Once your money is entering your account, if it's a standard organization, once your money is entering your account, you are receiving an email that contains your pay slip. And in that your pay slip, there's a breakdown of everything you receive in your salary. If the provision they make in your salary for accommodation It's 400 is, you know, 400,000 per annum. Like whatever they give you times it by 12, it make up 400, or it will make up let's say 600. Please, my brother, my sister, find a house that is around 500,000 and live in. At least your home is what you make it. There's sometimes some people, you see some people living in a two-bedroom apartment, but when you come in there, you will not like to go. It's what you make your home. It's not about living in a mansion. I'm not against living in a mansion, please get me right. But what I'm saying is live within your means. Live within your means. Don't go and live above your means because you want to impress. Don't live above your means because you want to belong. Live within your means. Live within your means. If you're earning 100,000 a month, live like somebody is earning 50 or 70, so that you will be able to save. You'll be able to, invest as little as you can. Also, what you're earning will be able to be enough for you. I can remember there's some in those days, those teachers, they don't earn much, but if you see the way they live, I know that's why they usually use them to, make some kind of joke that they use tape to measure yam. Yes, this is organization, this is planning. They plan a lot. And most of these teachers, as little as they were earning them, they've ended up training all their children in tertiary institutions, in universities, polytechnics, and all that, what have you. So, and some people that are into business, eating money anyhow, were not able to do any of this. Another point that you have to, avoid in this in 2022 that we're entering, don't avoid extra charges or late payment of bills. For instance, NEPA bill. If your bill is due on 15th of every month, try as much as possible to pay on 15th. Because if you fail, power supply company will come disconnect your light. You will end up paying that bill and also pay reconnection fee. Are you not paying extra? It's also attributable to other bills that I don't know the bills you pay. If there's some bills that late payment of those bills can attract extra charges, try as much as possible to always pay on time. Whatever thing that needs to be done well. That's my own slogan. That's my motto. If you must do this thing today, do it. Don't wait till tomorrow. If it's a must pay bill, do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow, so that it doesn't attract extra. If you must pay something, like people that are you already have to register your child for WAEC. Those of us that are in Nigeria, we know what WAEC is, Senior Secondary Certificate Examination. You know how those schools usually do. When they start registering for their WAEC exam, they might say, okay, WAEC is 10,000 naira. I'm just giving an instance. I don't know the actual price of WAEC. Before you know it, after 1 month, they will increase it to 11. Before you know it, they will increase it to 12. Before you know it, they will increase it to, before you know that WAEC that some people paid at the rate of 10,000, you will be so surprised that some people will end up paying for this WAEC 20,000 naira. That is practical example of what is obtainable in Nigeria. If you're a parent and you need to pay your child's or your ward's WAEC fee, better you do it earlier than later, because as you keep on postponing it, keep on delaying payment, by the time you're ready to pay, you might be paying almost ×2 of what you're supposed to pay if you had paid initially. So that's why I said one of the bad money habits we need to avoid in 2022 is extra charges. Please try as much as possible to avoid the extra charges, because it's like spending double on what you're on a particular payment. What you're supposed to pay once, you're not paying for it twice, so it doesn't pay anybody financially. So if you want to up your financial game 2022, try as much as possible to avoid extra charges. Another money habit, bad money habit we need to avoid in 2022 is shopping when you are bored. Shopping when you are bored. Please, shopping is not a cure for boredom. If you are bored, try and engage yourself. Try and look for solution. It might be you need to engage yourselves in reading, gisting with people, or maybe talking to somebody. Sometimes they say you can feel some type of way. You're alone in the house. You need human being, as in you don't even want to go online, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to read, you need real human being. Sometimes like this, what you can do is call someone and somebody you really chat very well with, somebody that you can gist very well with on phone. It can be video call, it can be audio call. You just call the person. I believe it's better you spend 500 naira or 1,000 naira calling somebody than going on shopping because you are bored. Because if you leave your house and enter shopping mall or wherever you are going to shop, you are not going to leave there without spending nothing, maybe something, in most cases less than 10,000 naira. So it's better when you are bored, look for some ways to engage yourself. You can put on music and enjoy the music if you are a music lover. You can read, you can call someone on phone and gist with the person. You can buy 500 naira airtime, call someone video call, or call somebody on the phone. Two of you will gist and laugh. You can cook in your house. You can clean your house when you are bored. Look for a way to cure boredom. Please don't use shopping to cure your boredom. If you are bored, look for solution. Look for a way to tackle that. When you are lonely, look for other ways out, not going for shopping. You can do other interesting things. You can go to a recreation club, pay entrance fee of 1,000 naira, buy me soft drink of and snacks of another 1,000 naira, and stay there, wind your time for the spend almost the whole day there. Then go back to your house. Look for a better way to handle boredom. Okay. The last point is living in debt. My brothers and sisters, if you are living in debt, it doesn't help you financially. So in this 2022 we're entering, try as much as possible to get yourself out from debt. No matter how you are going to do it, discuss with whoever you are owing, work out a better, more flexible payment plan, and work towards it, and make sure that you finish it up. That is the best way to go about it, when it comes to this. In this 2022, try as much as possible not to involve yourself in debt. And if you're already in debt, try as much as possible to go out of it, to come out of debt, because debt is like carrying luggage, financial luggage. As you're going forward, the weight of that debt will be dragging you back. So if you can use this 2022 that we're entering, to settle some of these debts that you have, depending on the amount of debt you have, depending on the the makeup of this debt, or work up a payment plan. And also, if you're owing an individual, there's a payment plan that can warrant you. Once you pay like 70% of the money, you can discuss with the person to write off the remaining 30%. It's also a payment plan. There's so many payment plan when it comes to debt. You can talk with your creditor. I'll be paying so amount of money every month. You know that this so amount of money is something you can do. You can be paying it every month. Then give yourself, and before you say that, you have already planned the number of years or months that it will take you to pay off this debt when you are paying it on so amount every month. So these are the things you need to work out for. And if it's something that money is coming in bulk for you, and you need to liquidate the debt, fine and good, you can do that. You liquidate it once and for all and be free, because there's nothing as good as being free. Whatever you earn is yours. It gives you one peace of mind and joy that you can't quantify. So if you can stay out of debt in this 2022, avoid it, because living in debt is a bad money habit, no matter how we paint it. Unless you are into business, you want to get loan and put into your business, and you know that this business is sure that it can pay this debt, this loan that you are collecting from financial institution or from an individual. Fine and good. The loan is not totally bad. It's not a bad thing. It depends on what you want to do with that loan. If you are working or you're into business, and you know that, okay, this loan will help me to build my business, it will help me to make my business a better business, there's nothing stopping you from collecting it. And you know that interest rate is kind of friendly. It's not that exorbitant interest rate that you can't be able to meet up. So if it is something that you can meet up with, you can collect the loan. Make sure that your business can be able to service the loan, and make sure you pay within the time frame that they give you, and you are free, and you are making your money. Your business is already flourishing. So in this 2022 that we're entering, one of the last bad money habit that we need to avoid is living in debt. Please don't make it a lifestyle to be living in debt. Sometimes if you can't afford something, don't do it. If it's not necessary, don't do it. If you can't afford something, I find it difficult to believe that some people can go to a boutique and buy clothes on credit, buy shoes on credit. That one is somehow to me. So if you don't have money to buy this particular designer's bag or designer's shoe, please don't go there. Leave it till when you get the money. Living in debt is not a good thing. 2022, let's work towards liquidating our debt if you are already in one. If you are not in debt, please try as much as possible to avoid debt in 2022. So I've given 6 points on bad money habits we need to avoid in 2022, which are impulse buying. Please don't purchase things on impulse. And another thing is shopping for status. You are not getting anything by doing that. Number 3 is living above your means. Don't live to impress. be yourself at all time. Try and live within your means, and people will appreciate you. Then avoid extra charges or extra payment. Another thing, shopping when you are bored, avoid it. And the last point is avoid living in debt. Try and liquidate your debt. Being in debt is not a fantastic thing. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this channel. More of interesting financial tips will be coming your way this coming year 2022. I'll be doing more of financial topics than vlogs in this channel. Try and subscribe to this channel, share my video, and comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.